Jones keeps it himself, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. Touchdown, Patriots! Jacoby Myers, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have moved out in front. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Garoppolo on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Jones on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Folk's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gap.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He was looking for Jawan Jennings that time.
And now it's 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. To throw is Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his man, Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
He completes it to Henry.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
From the 39, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, now they'll try the end around. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 37 yards. And the Patriots are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And some room down the numbers. There he goes. The 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
Well, now how about this return?
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A wide receiver carry for Parker, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. That's caught out right by Jennings. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On the sneak is Garoppolo, and he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Garoppolo. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this, because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Garoppolo. This one caught by Kittle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And this game is tied. So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout.
Oh, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.